Assalamu alaikum everyone, this is Harim Rahmani and you are watching Harim Rahmani Official. In my previous lecture I told you people the very questions and the type of conversation you will listen in your IELTS listening test, and I also told you people that what kind of questions you will face while doing listening in your exam. Today I'm going to give you some strategies. By following these strategies you will be able to attain your desired band, and you will be able to attain a rather considerable band. If you are able to get 5.5 after following these strategies, you will get definitely 6.5. So the first point is be careful. Be attentive when you are listening. Listen to the speakers very, very attentively. Give all of your ears to the speakers so that you'll be able to understand, or you will be able to find out the answers from the whole conversation. Second, listen as much as you can while practicing. Listen to the speaker, rather listen to the British speakers. As I have written, be used to British English. I have given this particular technique name. This is my own technique, and this is concentration listening. Listen to the native speakers as much as you can. Listen to the documentaries, listen to the presentations, listen to the news bulletins, so that you'll be able to understand the native speaker's accent. Then be used to British English. Do remember BBC is the most important thing, although you will get some other accents as well. For example, you will listen Australian English, you will listen some non-native speakers belong to different areas, but do remember you will have to improve your English, or British English. You will have to understand their pronunciation, their tone, their flow of speech and everything, and all these things you will be able to find on BBC. Then you will have to understand British pronunciation, as I have already told you people. British pronunciation as park British and park American, ask British and ask American, suggestion British and suggestion American, and vocabulary as well. For example, crisps British and potato chips American. Lorry, the difference between lorry and truck, the difference between fridge and refrigerator. You should know about the difference between these types of English according to the region. Then you should know the spellings. There are certain words. I will give a list, inshallah, in my description box, which you can read, and you can rather memorize the words, the spellings of those words. Usually they repeat the words, so try to memorize the spellings of those particular words which are repeatedly used on different IELTS practice tests. Spellings are very important. You are not supposed to misspell the words, because sometimes the speaker says vocation. So the difference between O and A, it changes the complete meaning of the word. So slight difference of spelling can change the whole scenario. One more thing is, sometimes it happens that you, for example, they say garage, so you do not put E at the end. That will be a spelling mistake. So you will not find even a single mark if your spellings are wrong. Practice tests. Do practice tests. Again, I'm saying as much as you can. There are a lot of books, a lot of material on internet. There are you can do the practice test on Cambridge IELTS books, and some more books are too available on internet. You can practice. At least you should practice more than 60 tests so that you'll be able to understand what to do, that what you need to do on the exam while doing your listening test. Then write no more than, this is a type of question, such kind of questions you may face during your listening. They can say write no more than 3 words, write no more than 2 words, write no more than 1 word. If they are giving you such kind of questions, please do not exceed the words. I repeat, do not exceed the words. The reason is, if they say no more than 3 words and you write 4 words, the answer will be wrong. If they say no more than 1 word and you write 2 words, the answer will be wrong. So be careful while writing the answers of such questions. And one more thing, do read the instructions carefully. Do predict what the speaker can say. Sometimes it happens, we come to know, we can judge the answer. For example, the speaker is going to tell the surname of a person. So you should know that what he can speak. So be careful that the person who is going to tell you the name, his name, complete name. So what is the surname? You will have to concentrate on. Then sometimes it happens that they are going to tell you some numbers. At that moment, you have to predict what are the numbers. The number is going to be spoken, to be said by the speaker. So be ready for writing a number. Sometimes they say the addresses. So be careful that the person's going to name the street, or he's going to tell you the name of the street. So at that moment you should be ready for writing the name of a street. Then sometimes it happens they ask you, or the examiner wants you to write an answer either in plural or singular. So do remember, sometimes students do not bother what the speaker is saying. The speaker says computers, but you write computer. So the computer will be a wrong answer. Sometimes it happens that the speaker says computer, but you write computers. So vice versa, computers will be a wrong answer. Predict, fill in the blanks. Predict the fill in the blanks, whether verb, noun, adjective, adverb, etc. whatsoever is coming. For example, she reads newspaper. You can predict she reads books, she reads journals, she reads magazines, whatsoever. You have to predict. One more thing, she reads, if the blank is here and books is written here, so adjective is missing. She reads historical books, she reads she reads comic. So in this way you will be able to answer quickly, and this is what you need to do in IELTS test. This is very important, that you have to be very vigilant while writing the answers. So these are the first 10 points, and now we are going towards the remaining portion of the strategies. So the next is listen and write at the same time. Do remember, when you are listening, when you are doing your listening activity, you are performing 3 skills together. You are listening, you are reading, and you are writing. You will have to synchronize all these 3 skills. So For this, again you need to practice concentration listening. For that, you listen, just listen to a tape and try to write down the whole text. Means it is impossible to write down the whole text whatsoever the speaker is saying. Well, as much as you can, try to write down as much as you can the main portion of the speaker's speech. In this way you will be able to listen, read and write all together. Then the difference between 30 and 13, 50 and 15. Sometimes students are unable to understand whether the speaker is saying 30 people or 13 people. So do remember, in 30, the first syllable you are using, in 30, the first syllable is prolonged, 30. And 13, the second syllable is a long syllable. You have to prolong the second syllable while pronouncing 13. So do remember, do practice such kind of things as well, whether how the native speakers pronouncing numbers, specifically such numbers, means 30 or 13, 70 or 17. Then handwriting must be legible. Your handwriting, you should write down in lead pencil. Okay, use lead pencil so that you'll be able to write clearly. Do remember, if you do not write clearly, you may not be able to get the required band. Sometimes it happens you're writing, you want to write car, but C-A-R instead of writing A. Because of your handwriting, your A is like O, so it will be considered O, whether you have written A. Then sometimes it happens you have some spelling doubts, T and D, B and P, and then sometimes pronunciations, means pronunciation of different letters. For example, T-D, P-B-M. So you should practice spellings, the pronunciation of letters as well. Beware of changes. This is very important. Sometimes the speaker says 4093. Sorry, 4039, or he can say 3920. Sorry, it's not O, it's 1 indeed. So in this way you should know. And sometimes spellings, they say H-A-R-E-E-M. Sorry, I do not write Harim with double E, I write with I. So in this way, if you do not exchange your double E with I, your answer will be considered wrong. Listen to the groups of numbers. We are habitual of listening to some numbers, means 324, 978, but sometimes they speak or they give you a list of numbers, 39924981120. So you should be able, you will have to practice it, that you should be able to write down the groups of numbers as soon as possible you can. Then write down the directions on maps. This is very important because sometimes students come to me and they are unable to manage themselves to handle with maps. While writing maps, while doing maps, what you need to do, you should know the directions. For example, this is map. Okay, you should know this is your right and this is your left. And when you are going to your right side, this will be your right and this will be your left. Same the case while going towards left. When you turn left, this will be your right and this will be your left. Sorry, I must change it. This will be your left and this will be your right. Okay, so now the 18th point is be ready to write. Sometimes it happens. I've seen students, they put their pencil over here and the speaker is just speaking. They will not give you a single moment. You should be ready all the time. Your pencils, your pens must be ready to write down the answers. Then use the given time for reading the questions. Students start talking to try to see what the other people are doing. They start talking to each other, or sometimes they start reading the previous questions. Or you're not supposed to do this. When they give you time to read the instructions, to read the questions, you must utilize your time in reading questions. Then read the instructions carefully. This is the most important point. You must read the questions, you must read the instructions, must read the questions very carefully. If you do not read the questions carefully, you will not be able to answer properly. So I'm hopeful that these listening strategies will be helpful for you. If you like them, comment and do like the video, subscribe my channel. Take care. Allah Hafiz.